Hey, hey, Mega Moms, Jessica Hensley with, I was going to say Heritage Homes. Oh my gosh. With Mega Moms, I'm with Heritage Homes too, but with Real Estate Mega Moms, where we help moms create a life and a business that they love. And today I'm joined by one of my former coaching students and course holders. She's gone through our micro team course, Haleigh Bauer. And I'm excited for you to hear her story, hear her life of how she got into real estate, what her struggles have been, how she overcame them, and what she's up to now.
I love
Hey,
that.
Haleigh. Were you dancing in the background
What?
with me? Haleigh, I'm so excited to get to chat with you today. You are probably one of my favorite students that I've ever had, and I'll tell you why. You approached everything with such an open mind and with such a great attitude, and you were always so complimentary and just like I'm gonna take this. And you even said it earlier, I took what you taught me and I ran with it. And that is like all I can ever hope for, because so many coaching students and people that go through our programs, and it's not their fault, this is human nature. It's easy to just get something and then not take action, right? So you're not that. You take action. So tell everyone about you. Let's just start at the beginning.
Okay.
When did you get licensed and why?
So got licensed in 2014. So I'm coming up on 10 years, which is
Whoa.
kind of mind-boggling. But yeah, so you'll see pictures later of my 10-year post. But yeah, so I got into it. I came from a property management background. I did that all throughout college and decided that is a lot of work for not very much money. So that piqued my interest in real estate, decided to get licensed, and then just, started from there and just ran with it. But that's my personality is, as you know, I run with things. So.
Well, I love that about you for sure. So now how many kids do you have and how old are your kids?
Yeah, so I have two boys. One is 6 and then one is 3.
Okay, so you started in real estate before you had kids.
Yeah.
So you were selling while you were pregnant. How did
Yes.
that go for you?
Literally life altering. And I'm also a police wife, so the running joke at our house is I'm a married single mom because he's working a lot, which is fine. But if you're not familiar with like police life, it's a lot of shift work. It's a lot of 12-hour shifts, a lot of nights, and it rotates, so it's not always the same. So. But I have a village that helps me, and without my village, I couldn't do this. So if you don't have a village, get one.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So you're a married single mom. I love that.
Yeah.
I've heard other people, yeah, say that. So, let's talk about how about we go this direction? Give me kind of a year by year, play by play of your progression in real estate, how you grew your business, and then to where you are today. Because I feel like
Yeah.
you started at another company, right? You didn't start out a broker owner.
Yeah. Started off at Keller Williams in 2014, was there for a while, learned all the basics. They've got great training. And then jumped over to Coldwell Banker for a little bit. And then was also at another boutique brokerage before I decided, you know what, I need to start building something for myself and building a future for myself and maybe even my kids one day if they want to take over. That's always an option for them. But I really just needed to do something for me, is why I decided to open Reveille Realty, which is a boutique office in College Station, Texas.
I love it. How far are you from Dallas?
We're about 3.5 hours south of Dallas.
Okay.
We're home to Texas A&M University, so it's a college town. I actually went to Texas A&M, and we're just the Aggies who never left is also a running joke at our house, but there's actually a lot of people who do that. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. My family lives in Stillwater, which is another college town. So I
okay.
know what you mean by that.
Yeah.
So how many houses did you sell in your first year?
First year, let's see, I probably did, I'm trying to think back. Um, I think it was a little shy of 2.5 million. I remember I capped. And that was a big deal for your first
Yeah.
year of real estate.
And
Um,
what was the subsequent years like? And like when you had your babies, did you take a step back or did production go down at all?
so no, I've always been doing this, never really took a break, not even having babies, which was kind of crazy. Um, but when I did have my kids, I made it to where, like I'd have my time, but I was basically part-time stay-at-home mom, part-time realtor. Which I feel like a lot of us do. You just make it work is a lot of it. But yeah, so I did probably a little over 2.5 million the first year, and then progressively it just kind of grew each year after that. Um, so yeah.
Yeah. And then you started your own brokerage. So let's talk about that journey and
Yeah.
how, what does that look like today? How many agents? What is your setup? Yeah, we'll start with that question.
Okay. So I have 2 agents currently. We have plans to have more, hopefully by the first of the year. That's in the works. But yeah, we're just being very choosy about who we take on, which I feel like is important because I'm investing my heart and soul into these people and training them and giving them all of my knowledge. And I feel like nowadays that's not really how it goes with these brokers. Like you join this big name firm and you're just kind of a number. So I wanted to take that aspect out of it and really personalize it, which is why I decided to do the boutique brokerage. But yeah, so far we've done really well. We've met our goals this year. We've done just a little over 7 million, and we've had about 41 transactions.
That's awesome. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So you started the micro team with me earlier this year. Actually, you started out with one-on-one coaching, and
Yeah.
then we got to talking, and I'm like, no, we need to shift you to micro team because that's where you're at.
Yeah.
So what did you learn in that, program, and then how did you apply it to your brokerage?
Yeah. So I'm so glad, first of all, that you nudged me to do micro teams because that was one of the greatest things I ever did this year. Between that and another coaching program, it was fabulous. But yeah, you gave me the courage. I feel like you gave me a lot of courage this year to, um, uh, I guess you gave me permission to do some things. I already had this creativeness about myself, but you taught me how to apply those to different things with micro team and just different one-on-one coaching stuff that you brought to the table. So thank you for that. But yeah, so I took that and did your course, completed it, and hired my transaction coordinator, which has been life changing. So if you are thinking about building a team and it's on your goal list for 2024, you need to join micro teams because it is life changing, and you will thank me later for this. But Jessica has an incredible micro team program. And from there, we're planning on expanding the micro team process that you taught me, and we're going to make more hires in 2024, but we decided to start small and just start with the transaction coordinator first and then run with it. So,
Yeah. And I want to, so Haleigh has actually started doing some other things, and everyone should go follow her on Facebook. She has an Instagram coming soon as well. So what I'm wondering here, by having that foundation with the micro team and, making a strategic hire, did it free up your time a little bit and mind energy?
it did completely 100%.
Yeah. So she has these amazing, she started with a TC, which honestly, I think that's the first hire everyone should make anyway, because the transaction piece of it is so easy to get like sucked in to like the little details. And so if you can let that go, then you can either focus on lead gen, focus on going on appointments. And in Haleigh's case, she has a lot of organic business, I think, right? Like the repeat and referral business. She's
Mhm.
awesome at marketing. And so Haleigh has decided to spend some of her energy on helping other agents.
Yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and share some of what you have going on?
Yeah. So in the fall, I was really inspired to take my 10 years of real estate and turn it into a second business and monetize it. So in 2024, I will be offering coaching. And I have different tools in place to help agents, one of which is a planner. And then I've got different freebies. And I even have a course called Mega Agent Bootcamp.
So Haleigh, who is the ideal candidate to work with you, and what makes you unique as a coach?
I would say the ideal candidate would be really anyone in real estate. It can be a newbie, so brand new, don't know where to start, or it can be a totally seasoned agent who, has maybe gotten lost in what to do now with technology and social media marketing and different aspects like that. But I would say there's something in there for everybody. And then what was your other question?
What makes you unique as a coach?
Oh, well, I'm going to pour my heart and soul into you, just like I do all my agents. But I feel like you know that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, and I'm going to give you tools that actually work and are useful. And a lot of the tools I provide are even free. So,
Mm. Give me a sneak peek, or our audience here a sneak peek
yeah.
at like what are some of those tools?
Yeah. So I have a holiday idea marketing guide, which will take you month by month on different marketing ideas that you can be doing as an agent. And it takes the guesswork out of each month and just different ideas. And there's everything on here from giving your clients. I think when I was doing micro teams with you, I was giving my clients watermelons and I had delivered them to their porches. And I'm extra. You'll learn I'm very extra if you haven't already. But
I love that. Well, I know you do magnets too. That was something
yes,
else that you do every year.
I
Yeah.
do. I have some here. Being in a
Yeah.
college town, these are very popular.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So you're giving them ideas on how to stay in touch with their past clients essentially, right? And
Yes.
make it unique to them.
Yes.
And that's a free download that they can get from going to your Facebook page.
If you go to stan.store/Haleigh Bauer collection, there's a whole bunch of freebies right there on the website. And then if you want to know exactly how I do it, I've got the course and I'll walk you step by step.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I
Yeah.
think that that's so important too. And like, Haleigh, what I am taking from a lot of this is you're basically paying it forward
Yeah.
because you invested in yourself this year with two different coaches and one for your business with your real estate business and one for this kind of new venture, but also marketing in general. And you're like you said, like it got you to think a lot bigger.
Yes. Yes. And I would encourage all of you to just put on a different hat and think bigger from time to time because it has literally changed my whole world this year.
Yeah.
So,
We talk a lot about the CEO mentality, and that's the thing. As real estate agents, sometimes we lose sight of the fact that we are the CEO of our own business. We are an entrepreneur, but not just, sometimes you can get trapped in this entrepreneur where, you feel like you have to do everything. The CEO is more of that visionary. They can build it. They can assemble the team, which is where the micro team comes in to help them, and then they get to keep do the things that they love, right? So in my
yeah.
business, I get to do everything that I love, which is going on appointments, winning the business, negotiating my contracts, and then managing my team. That's my real estate side. And then the coaching side, I get to do the podcast and, discover amazing people like Haleigh and, pour my heart and soul into my coaching students and hold them accountable. So anyway, it's just awesome when you find the right people to make that impact in your life.
Yeah, no, truly a godsend this past year, having you in my life and coaching me and doing micro teams, like literally life altering. So,
well, and also Haleigh, I think it also gave you some introductions. My one of my previous employees, she was employing with me for 3 or 4 years, I think. ML, she actually started her own business as well, and this marketing business, and basically like a VA assistant, but then also property management, and it's just really fulfilling for me to see people, grow and reach their dreams. Like there is nothing better in this world. And so you got connected with her too.
I did. And she was amazing. And I just can't help but think like all that is because of you and how inspiring you are and the connections that you put in place. So thank you again.
I think it's about saying yes, Haleigh. You said yes. I said yes to
Yeah.
lots of different things. And I have some pretty awesome opportunities coming up for me in 2024.
Yes, you
And
did.
that stemmed from me investing in myself. And I think I spent 10 or 15,000 on this particular program. And then now it's like come full circle. Like every freaking time you invest in yourself, it pays off with dividends, especially if you take action and you're willing to not just buy a course and let it sit in your inbox, like you're actually willing to watch it, attend the calls, do the work. You were on our calls every week without fail. I mean, that you're dedicated, and that says a lot about you, and your life is, reflection of that. So
Thank you.
anything else you want to share, Haleigh, like about your business, about
Yeah. So in the Haleigh Bauer collection, I created some real estate planners. They are available to purchase on Amazon as well as my Stand Store website, which is stand.store/Haleigh Bauer collection. And this is one of them. I've got another one here. We've got 3 different designs. I only have 2 of them with me today, but there's also a floral pink design, which you would probably like with your pink.
Ooh, probably. Yeah. So what is your planner? So convert me, okay? So if you've been watching me for a while or you've coached with me, I'm like Google Calendar all the way. I like to scale. I would lose my mind if I didn't have my digital calendar. But I do enjoy writing things down. I mean, I enjoy like quiet time. So how do you use your calendar? What is it? What's unique about it?
Yeah. So Google Calendar is great. All the online calendars are really great. But if you still need something tangible, like myself, I need to write things down. If I don't write them down, they don't exist for me. But I've got a yearly goal sheet. So this is literally page 2, and it tells you like everything. So you set 3 goals. You've got an action plan on how you're going to get to those goals. And then each month I recenter you on what your monthly goal is. So basically we're taking it in bite-sized pieces to get to that yearly goal.
Awesome.
And then I'll give you a sneak peek of what it looks like on the inside of the week here. But so you've got your contacts that you can follow up with. So it's not in lieu of a CRM, but just as a reminder to connect with those people. It has a to-do list at the bottom. It's got ideas for social media marketing up here, and then just notes if you're on a phone call, you need to take some notes. But yeah, this is really like an all-in-one tool to have right here at your fingertips.
Yeah, I love it. And I think it's another thing that you can do to plan or to hold yourself accountable. And really, if you do have an assistant, like that would be something really easy for them to say, okay, here's the birthdays for this month that I want you to call. Here's your something she worked on for me before she started her own business. She organized all of my past transactions. So, I mean, we're talking 500, 600, I mean, since 2015. And she organized them by the month so that I can do an annual review with them. right? So that means I probably have 30 to 50 people every single month that I could do, hey, it's your 30th anniversary, 4th anniversary, let's review the value of your home. That could go in that book.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I'm so glad you said home anniversary. I'll show people this too, but you got me to doing home anniversary cards. And you
Yeah.
just pop your card in. Like, it's so easy. Get them on Amazon.
That's
So,
really cute. You got that on Amazon?
yeah, I'll send you a link.
Okay, yeah. I love it. That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
The touches are so important. We're big believers in that. I have like a 52 touch plan with our monthly or our monthly newsletter and monthly giveaway. And so anyway, yeah, that's
Not gonna
so,
forget you.
huh?
You're not gonna forget
You're not. Yeah, that's right. I saw a joke.
Yeah.
You're my life forever.
Something is wrong if they're forgetting you when they get that.
Okay, Haleigh, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I don't want to miss anything. There's so much goodness here. And you're such a beautiful person, just like your soul, So highly recommend connecting with Haleigh, getting her planner. You can find that on Amazon, by the way. You can just type in Haleigh Bauer on Amazon and you can see all of her different planners there. And I'm sure she's going to even have more to come in 2024.
Yeah.
So, all right, everyone. We'll see you on our next episode. Bye.